Have you ever felt like you're running a never-ending marathon, chasing deadlines, responsibilities, and a to-do list that never seems to shrink? Let me ask you this. When was the last time you stopped to ask yourself, am I running in the right direction? Because here's the truth. Being busy isn't the same as being productive. And the secret to true productivity? It's all about setting priorities. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, great, another lecture about time management, let me promise you this. Today isn't about overwhelming you with more to-dos. It's about helping you strip away the noise and focus on what really matters.
So, buckle up.
This might just be the most important conversation you'll have about your life this year. Let's start with a little story. Imagine this. A professor walks into a classroom holding a large glass jar. On the table in front of him are three things: a pile of big rocks, some smaller pebbles, and a bag of sand. He starts by putting the big rocks into the jar, filling it to the top.
Is the jar full? He asks. The students nod.
Then, he takes the pebbles and pours them in, shaking the jar so they settle between the rocks.
Now is it full? He asks again. This time, the students hesitate. Yes, they reply.
Finally, the professor grabs the bag of sand and pours it into the jar, filling every last gap. He looks up and says, now it's full. But here's the lesson. If I had poured the sand in first, there wouldn't have been any room for the rocks. This jar, my friends, represents your life. The rocks are the things that truly matter: your health, your relationships, your dreams.
The pebbles?
They're the things that are important, but not life-defining.
And the sand?
That's all the little distractions, the emails, the scrolling on your phone, the things that in the grand scheme of things, don't matter at all.
The takeaway?
If you let the sand fill your jar, there's no room for the rocks. And how many of us are guilty of doing exactly that? Now, here's the real kicker. Setting priorities isn't just about finding time for the big things, it's about redefining what those big things are. Let me ask you this: what are the rocks in your life? What are the things that, if you ignored everything else, would still make you feel fulfilled? Most people never stop to ask themselves that question. We're so caught up in the hustle that we confuse being busy with being purposeful. But here's the truth: busyness is a trap. It's a distraction. And if we're not careful, it can steal our lives away. So, let's break it down. Why do so many people struggle to prioritize?
One word: noise.
Every day, we're bombarded with endless notifications, messages, and demands. It's like trying to listen to your favorite song while standing in the middle of a rock concert. The problem isn't that you don't have time, it's that you can't hear what matters over the chaos. And here's the root cause of that chaos: we haven't learned to say no. Think about this: every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. If you say yes to staying late at work, you're saying no to spending time with your family. If you say yes to a new project, you're saying no to pursuing your passion. So, here's the million-dollar question: are you saying yes to the right things? If you're not sure, don't worry. I've got you. Let's talk about 3 simple steps to take control of your priorities and, ultimately, your life. Step 1. Identify your rocks. Sit down and make a list of what truly matters to you.
Your health? Your relationships? Your dreams? Be brutally honest.
Forget about what you think should matter and focus on what really does.
These are your rocks. Everything else, pebbles and sand.
Step 2. Create space for what matters. Once you've identified your rocks, it's time to make room for them. And that means learning the power of saying no. Saying no isn't selfish. It's not rude.
It's essential.
Every no to something meaningless is a yes to something meaningful. Step 3. Protect your time like a hawk. Block out time for your priorities as if they're sacred. Treat them like appointments you can't cancel. Because, let's be honest, if you don't protect your time, no one else will. Now, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine waking up tomorrow and knowing exactly what you need to focus on. Imagine ending the day not feeling drained, but fulfilled. Imagine living a life where your time aligns with your values.
Sounds like a dream, right? But it's not. It's a choice.
And it's one you can make today. But let me leave you with one final thought. Setting priorities isn't just about productivity. It's about freedom. It's about waking up every day and knowing you're spending your time on the things that matter most to you. And when you do that, something amazing happens. Life doesn't feel like a race anymore. It feels like a journey where every step is intentional, meaningful, and yours. So, here's my challenge to you: take 10 minutes today. Write down your rocks. Look at your life and ask yourself, is my jar full of rocks, or am I drowning in sand? Because at the end of the day, the choice is yours. And trust me, it's a choice worth making.
Let's go.
I'm rooting for you. And if you like this video, Don't forget to like, share, and leave your comment. I want to know, what will be the first step in your new routine?